This session covers the nitty-gritties of organizational behavior. Before we exactly begin to study the concept of organizational behavior, let's first understand the concept of an organization. What is an organization? A social unit of people that is structured and managed to meet a need or to pursue collective goals. All organizations have a management structure that determines relationships between the different activities and the members and subdivides and assign roles respectively and authority to carry out different tasks. Organizations are open systems, they affect and are affected by their environment. Now let's see how proper organizational behavior contributes to the success of an organization. Organizational behavior is concerned with the study of what people do in an organization and how that behavior affects the performance of the organization. Our behavior, what we do, how we behave, how we build trust in relationships, how we relate to others, what is to be accomplished, has a significant impact on daily business practices. Understanding of such small essential aspects in an organization gives us strength to thrive and endure and live a living much above just a survival. Organizational behavior is the discipline of study that analyzes and investigates the impact, structure, technology, and interactions within and outside the organization have on processes and behavior within organization. The central idea behind studying organizational behavior is to create more efficient business organizations and enhance the output from individual contributors of the organization. It involves studying organizations or corporations from various levels, comprising behavior linked to other organization and within organization. Objective of disseminating knowledge on organizational behavior is advancement in the knowledge and understanding of how to manage and lead with the aim of accelerating organizational and personal efficiency. Now let's study the elements of organizational behavior. Elements of organizational behavior are interrelated dimensions influencing organization in every aspect. First is resources or workforce in an organization. They form a very vital part of an organization. Organization exists to serve resources and accomplish their goals. Human resources needed to be managed well to get the job done and run the organizations efficiently. Now let's see the structure or framework of an organization. The framework of an organization comprises of employees, managers, accountants, and assemblers. Various components of an organization should be framed in a structural way in order to get the job done effectively. Now let's see what vital components that make up the organization framework. First is hierarchy, the distribution of power or authority across several organizational positions grants the each position holder to give directions and the right to punish and reward. Next is distribution of roles and responsibilities, assigning various roles and responsibilities across different members or workforce of an organization. The effective business functioning depends upon the way in which activities are divided. Next is standardization, the existence of policies and procedures for events or activities which are performed regularly. Now let's see how technology contribute to organizational behavior. Technologies play a vital part in transforming inputs and outputs. It is a set of productive elements directly linked with the transformation process. For example, setting up of assembly or production line in a workshop or manufacturing unit. And lastly, the external environment of an organization. An organization operates in harmony with external environment. There are several external factors which influence the working conditions, attitudes of people and provide competition for power and resources. The interaction with external environment allows the organization to build knowledge, buy equipments and facilities, acquire raw material, and hire employees and secure capital. Other external factors which interact with the organizations are trade associations, government, and advertising agencies and distributors. Organizations functioning depends on utilization of its resources. Division of labor makes it easy for the organization to function well. Division of labor is the extent to which organizations work is separated into different jobs to be done by the different people. Now let's take a look at advantages of division of labor. It promotes efficient use of labor, reduces training costs, increases standardization and uniformity of output, and increases expertise from repetition of tasks. Decisions on division of work should take account of the need for coordination, the identification of clearly defined divisions of work, economy, the process of managing the activities, avoiding conflict. The design of work organization should take account of the nature and interest of the job and staff satisfaction. Efficient decision making forms an important component of organizational behavior. Decision making is a conscious process of making choices among one or more alternatives with the intention of moving towards some desired state of affairs. Let's take a look at rational choice decision making process. The first step in this process is the identification of the problem or opportunity. Problems and opportunities are not announced or predefined. Use logical analysis and non conscious emotional reaction during the perceptual process. Choose the best decision process, develop alternative solutions, choose the best alternative, implement selected alternative, and finally evaluate decision outcomes. Group decision making works more efficiently than individual decision making. It is often stated none of us is as smart as all of us together. More people